Hello class, welcome to your first asynchronous class on tag questions and rejoinders. Let us take a look to what a tag question is. A tag question is a short question added to a statement. It includes a pronoun in its matching form of to be or auxiliary verb. It's important to mention that usually they occur with auxiliary verbs, but not all the time. And if the tag question is negative, we shorten the phrase or use a contraction with the auxiliary verb. And we say there's this scenario that says that I was visiting a friend and saw a photo on the wall. And then I said, that's a picture of your grandson, isn't it? The purpose of tag questions is the user is looking for some information to be confirmed and to be confirmed if it is true. I have a friend and she has a cousin that I think is her cousin, and then I say, Lucy is your cousin, isn't she? I suspect that Lucy is my friend's cousin, but I want my friend to confirm. When to use them? It depends. English speakers use tag questions to encourage a listener to respond, to keep the conversation running smoothly. And you will often hear teachers using tag questions. And I may say, you remember the use of tag questions, don't you? So you see, you are just trying to confirm if you remember the tag question. So that's what speakers usually are looking for when they use tag questions. You really are expected to respond. In terms of pragmatics, researchers say that men use tag questions more often than women, and with these type of questions, they show power or they ask for agreement or information about an idea or about something they want to confirm. Other researchers say that women use a certain kind of tag question to make the conversation run smoothly. So if somebody is stuck, they just want to inquire more about what's happening. So you see, that would be a big difference between the use of tag questions in terms of men and women. But you see, this research was done a long time ago. Probably the situation has changed, but usually that is the picture about tag questions in terms of men and women using it. Okay, positive statements with negative tags. The way we construct tag questions, we make a positive statement with to be, but remember that it can be another verb. Tag questions with the form of be are combined with not in the corresponding pronoun. And yes, the verb matches the number in the person of the pronoun, as in these examples. You are the course instructor, aren't you? You see, the form of to be, the negative particle, and the pronoun that matches the verb to be in this case. Another example is, I am expected to be enrolled in this course, aren't I? With aren't I, yes, it's a very unusual construction, but that is how we build it when we are referring to ourselves. Okay, so there's no formula. It's that is how the language works. Okay, you don't say am I not I. You don't say that. You say aren't I. Okay, so keep that in mind. Well, remember I mentioned that sometimes we don't use to be. And what we use in the tag question is the auxiliary verb corresponding either to the tense of the verb. Can you have, she lives in my neighborhood, doesn't she? Okay, so you see lives, does, okay, in the particle not, in the pronoun corresponding to the statement. You need a little room for your big head, don't you? Your face has been looking like that for hours, hasn't it? So you see, in this case, we use the auxiliary that determines the tense in the sentence. You had a little time and you had a little fun, didn't you? You would need a little space for 1,000 beds when you. These last four sentences were taken from a song called, I think, A Small World. So that's why they sound a little bit weird, okay, but they belong to a song. A statement in the negative form. So, yeah, we can have a statement in a negative form. And the tag question will be in the positive or the affirmative. So when we have this type of construction, we are trying to confirm that your thinking is true and you expect a negative answer. Okay? So there's a statement, you construct a tag question, but in a positive way, and you're expecting a negative answer. And you don't eat all that cake, do you? So you see, you're expecting somebody saying, no, I don't eat all that cake. But usually people would eat all that cake, so it's not always the case. Okay? But yeah, I mean, you are surprised that that person will eat probably the whole cake, and you are telling them, you don't eat all that cake, do you? So, yeah, that's what the theory says, that we are looking for a negative answer, but usually maybe we're gonna be surprised. You know, Barry Azar, the author of Understanding and using English Grammar, says that intonation pitch shows purpose of the tag question. If you want to confirm information, the tone rises. You are in my class, aren't you? So you see, the tone goes up. You're expecting agreement. You have a falling intonation. So when you're looking for confirmation of information, the tone rises. But when you're expecting agreement, there's a falling intonation. And then you say, it is a nice day, isn't it? Isn't it? Okay. You are in my class, aren't you? It is a nice day, isn't it? See, that's the big difference. Okay. Um, yes. So thank you for watching the video, and try to create your own tag questions. There's an exercise. There are gonna be like 3 websites. You can go and practice your tag questions. And it would be interesting if you can practice the intonation of tag questions. So as you create your own statements and tag questions, practice the intonation and see how it works. Thank you so much.